Hi, I'm Eva Kitsune, and in this video I'm going to talk about my creative process in designing some OCs or original characters for my merch shop and how they relate to my personal tastes. I've been working on some characters I want to make like cute merch of. These are some cute chibi like animal cartoon characters themed around different like alternative cultures. Totally not inspired by my favorite game, Animal Crossing. If I keep up with it, I could have so many characters and it'd be a ton of fun. I'm still trying to come up with a name for like the branding for the characters, but I'm sure I'll figure that out later. Characters I'm starting with are based on some kind of common subculture. We have Goth Bat, Punk Possum, Emo Rat, and Metal Goat. Goth Bat is the first one I made because it's my personal aesthetic. You know, a friend of mine said that if you're dressing goth when you're in your 30s, you'll always be goth. One day I decided just it, and I just went through my clothes and got rid of anything with colors, and now my dresser is this beautiful black void. I'll be honest though, for the most part, my music tastes lean more emo and punk than goth and darkwave, but I'm getting off topic. To keep it simple, Gothbet embodies all the things you think of when you think of goth. She's the brooding cemetery gal who sees the beauty in the macabre. She has her friends, but she prefers solitude, kind of like me. I see her as being a little bit of a sassy pants. I mean, look at her expression. Now, I do think that goth girls are way oversaturated when representing goth characters, so when I make a character for another goth subculture, they're going to be a guy. Because goth guys need some love too, you know? Then we have Emo Rat. He's the sad rat boy wearing striped shirts and skinny jeans. I will say it was tough to find good, sincere videos that talked about the history of emo for inspiration. Emo has always been considered a cringe subculture that gets a lot of mockery. Most of the videos I found were from people that I don't think were a part of the subculture, just dudes making a mockery of the genre of music about being emotional and vulnerable. You know, guys being emotional and vulnerable. I have a lot of thoughts about that, but I'm not gonna unpack all of that right now. Here, look at my precious baby boy. I dress new goth, but I usually listen to emo. I'm personally in a happy, stable relationship of like 13 years plus, but I really do love listening to music about awful breakups and guys in shitty relationships with girls named Stacy. I don't know what that says about me, but I love the raw emotion and authenticity behind emo music. I mean, that's why it's called emo. Emo Rat is just a precious ball of sadness and probably depression, but he's doing his best. I also think it's pretty on brand for emo that out of all of my shorts, he had the least number of views out of all my videos. Just being unseen and kind of sad is on brand for being emo. And next we have Punk Possum. Punk Possum is a we should eat the rich kind of critter. They've got the classic plaid pants and a torn jacket. Maybe Punk will have some more cultural significance given what we'll have to endure for the next 4 years in America. Like Gothbat and Emo Rat, they're your classic idea of punk, rebellion, fuck society, and the inferiorness it has towards the working class, and you know, those kind of ideas. Because of that, the merch of Punk Possum will probably be spicy and political. After all, punk is inherently political, not just fun aesthetics and loud music. Now, I listen to quite a bit of punk-inspired music, mainly from the 2000s, and I think the thing that resonates with me the most about punk is what it says about society. The anger and the need to scream for change, anti-establishment, the yearning for justice, even if you gotta break some shit and scream a lot. But being a possum, the screaming will fit them very, very well. I think also the classic punk vibe is about thrifting and customizing old clothes, and possums do love digging around in trash sometimes. So, also, something else I like about possums is you can draw them as precious, adorable babies, or absolute terrifying, screeching motherfucker. And last, we have Metal Goat. His design is pretty on the nose here for being a metalhead. The satanic imagery, the horns, you get the idea, he's a goat. Still, I wanted to do something slightly different for a character. For a while, I was struggling with his expression. Initially, he looked angry, which was a little bit too on the nose, so I decided to give him like a quiet eye shape, as if he's quiet around normies but gets loud when his favorite metal album is playing. So this is a subgenre I admittedly know the least about, as my tastes in metal are very limited. I can't personally do too much screamo, and I don't typically vibe with the lyrics of metal, but I up with the speed and the intensity music metal has, so there are a handful of metal songs I love. So for these characters, I've been doing research on the music and the current drama surrounding the subcultures. Mostly there's a lot of complaining that thanks to TikTok, they've been kind of reduced to a trendy aesthetic, which is a whole can of worms there. And I'd like to do something fun with it. Something like Sanrio or Pusheen, but with like animal misfits. I think that'd be fun. I'm starting with these 4, but trust me, much more will come. I'm all about the darker colors and emotions, so you're probably not going to see a cottagecore type character. I'm also first focusing on subcultures that have their roots in music, not just fashion, although I might make some exceptions for offshoots like Whimsigoth and Pastligoth, because those are pretty cool. And I'll be putting these little dudes up on Toy House and in my art fight profile. So yeah, I'm already thinking about art fight, and it's only January. Leave a comment if you don't know what art fight is and want to learn more about that. I'm gonna make a video about art fight though. I'm not sure what kind of merch I want to do with them just yet. Personally, I like stickers and stationery, so I might start with that first. If you like my art, give me a follow on social media. I'm a busy mom, so merch drops would only be temporarily available. See, I like to mail things off in one big batch and be done, because low-key, I kind of hate going to the post office. If you're a small business owner, let me know if you relate to that. But let me know in the comments if you identify with any of these subcultures. Is there a character you like the most? Is there one that I didn't talk about that you would like to see next? I also want to give a shout out to Never Normal. He's an elder emo on YouTube whose videos help me not just with my research for Emo Rat, but rediscovering some cool new emo bands. Now I can finally stop listening to the same 5 emo and pop punk bands from the 2010s and actually get on some new stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.